Imagine waking up in the dead of night, paralyzed, unable to move, and seeing a dark, shadowy figure standing at the foot of your bed. This is not the plot of a horror movie, but a real phenomenon reported by countless individuals worldwide. Welcome to the chilling world of shadow people, where reality blurs with the supernatural, and the line between fear and fascination is razor thin. The nature of shadow people. Shadow people are often described as dark, human-like silhouettes that appear in the periphery of vision. They are typically seen during episodes of sleep paralysis, a state where the mind is awake, but the body remains immobile. These encounters can be terrifying, leaving lasting impressions on those who experience them. Interestingly, not all shadow people sightings are malevolent. Some report neutral or even comforting encounters. For instance, a young man in South Africa recounted feeling protected by a shadow figure during a tumultuous period in his life, suggesting a complexity to these entities beyond mere terror. The archetype of the shadow person has become a staple in paranormal discourse, prompting questions about the psychological and possibly supernatural underpinnings of these experiences. Are these encounters merely psychological phenomena, or do they point to an interaction with an unexplored facet of reality? This multifaceted nature of shadow people continues to intrigue and unsettle, inviting both fascination and fear. The link with sleep paralysis. The connection between shadow people and sleep paralysis is well documented. During sleep paralysis, individuals may hallucinate, seeing shadowy figures due to the brain being partially in a dream state. The fear center of the brain, the amygdala, is highly active during this time, which could explain the intense fear often associated with these sightings. Sleep paralysis is a condition that occurs when a person passes between stages of wakefulness and sleep. During these transitions, you may be unable to move or speak for a few seconds up to a few minutes. Some people also feel pressure or a sense of choking. The overlap of waking consciousness and the dream state can create vivid and often terrifying hallucinations, making the experience of seeing shadow people particularly intense. This state is often accompanied by a sense of an evil presence, which might be a psychological reaction to the body's immobility. Understanding the science behind sleep paralysis provides insight into why these experiences are so universally frightening and common. Paranormal theories. While science offers explanations rooted in psychology and sleep disorders, paranormal enthusiasts have their own theories. Some believe shadow people are interdimensional beings, glimpses of entities from other realms. Others suggest they might be spirits or ghosts with unfinished business, or even entities feeding off human fear and negative energy. The interdimensional hypothesis posits that these beings can move between different planes of existence, occasionally slipping into our reality. This theory is supported by accounts where shadow people seem to move through walls or disappear abruptly. Another perspective views shadow people as energy vampires, drawing strength from the fear and anxiety they induce in their victims. These theories, while speculative, highlight the deep human need to explain and categorize the unknown. Paranormal investigators continue to explore these possibilities, using technology and psychic mediums to gather evidence and provide a broader understanding of shadow people. Cultural impact. Shadow people have made their way into popular culture, featuring in movies, TV shows, and literature. Films like Insidious and TV series like Stranger Things have utilized the eerie presence of shadow people to great effect, amplifying their mystery and terror. This cultural representation has helped cement shadow people in the public consciousness, making them a symbol of unexplainable fear. Literature, too, has embraced these entities, with numerous horror stories and novels featuring shadowy figures that haunt the protagonists. Art and folklore from various cultures depict similar shadowy beings, suggesting a deep-rooted archetype within the human psyche. This widespread representation not only entertains but also perpetuates the lore, encouraging further exploration and speculation. The portrayal of shadow people in media serves both as a reflection of our deepest fears and as a tool for exploring the boundaries of the unknown. Personal encounters. First-hand accounts of shadow people are both fascinating and unsettling. One Reddit user shared their ongoing encounters with a shadow figure at work, describing the entity as a trickster feeding off negative emotions. Such stories, though subjective, add a personal dimension to the phenomenon, making it all the more intriguing. These personal narratives often include common themes such as sudden temperature drops, a feeling of being watched, and the overwhelming sense of dread. In some cases, individuals have reported physical interactions with shadow people, such as being touched or pushed. These encounters can vary from fleeting glimpses to prolonged episodes, each leaving a distinct psychological impact. The sharing of these experiences through online forums and social media has created a community of individuals who find solace in knowing they are not alone in their experiences. The anecdotal nature of these stories makes them difficult to verify, but they provide valuable insights into the personal and emotional effects of shadow people encounters. Psychological effects. Encounters with shadow people can leave deep psychological scars. Victims often report heightened anxiety, sleep disturbances, and even PTSD. These experiences can lead to feelings of paranoia and isolation, highlighting the need for psychological support for those affected. The fear induced by these encounters can be profound, disrupting daily life and impacting mental health. Individuals may avoid sleep out of fear of experiencing sleep paralysis, leading to sleep deprivation and its associated health risks. The sense of being constantly watched or followed can exacerbate feelings of paranoia and mistrust. In severe cases, the trauma from these encounters can trigger or worsen existing mental health conditions. It is essential for those affected to seek professional help to process these experiences and develop coping strategies. Mental health professionals can provide therapy to address the anxiety and trauma, while support groups can offer a sense of community and understanding. Coping strategies. For those distressed by shadow people encounters, various coping strategies can be employed. Visualization techniques, protective talismans, and cleansing rituals are popular among those seeking spiritual protection. Professional help from psychologists or therapists can also be crucial in managing the psychological impact. Visualization techniques involve imagining a protective barrier around oneself, which can create a sense of safety and control. Protective talismans, such as crystals or amulets, are believed to ward off negative energies and provide comfort. Cleansing rituals, such as smudging with sage or using holy water, aim to purify the environment and remove any lingering negative influences. Seeking support from spiritual leaders or communities can also provide reassurance and guidance. For those experiencing severe distress, therapy can help address the underlying fears and develop effective coping mechanisms. Combining spiritual practices with professional mental health support offers a holistic approach to dealing with shadow people encounters. Debunking shadow people. Skeptics argue that shadow people are mere hallucinations or optical illusions, products of an overactive imagination during sleep paralysis. The lack of concrete evidence fuels skepticism, but the consistency of these reports across cultures and time keeps the debate alive. Scientific explanations suggest that shadow people sightings are a result of the brain's attempt to make sense of ambiguous visual stimuli during periods of heightened fear or anxiety. Optical illusions, such as the brain misinterpreting shadows and light patterns, can also explain some sightings. The subjective nature of these experiences makes them difficult to study empirically, leading to a reliance on anecdotal evidence. Despite the scientific explanations, the pervasive and consistent nature of these encounters across diverse populations challenges the notion that they are purely psychological phenomena. The ongoing debate between skeptics and believers highlights the complexities of understanding shadow people and the limitations of current scientific knowledge. And there you have it, folks. If you enjoyed this dive into the dark and shadowy corners of the paranormal, give this video a thumbs up. And if you're brave enough to explore more eerie tales and bizarre phenomena, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon so you won't miss any of our spooky uploads.